bantamweight Uriah Faber and our UFC lightweight champion Anthony Pettis. Hello.
What's up?
Hey guys, Uriah, this is
What's up,
just
everybody?
drive down the street from your house to come
Yeah,
over
it's
here?
not too shabby.
Yeah, not bad at all. All right, guys, start lining up over there. There's your microphone. We'll get this started right now. Go ahead, first question.
First and foremost, just want to say happy birthday, Megan.
Thank you.
It's your birthday.
Give her a shout out.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. It's finally 18.
Oh, happy birthday to you too, right? Yeah, finally 18.
All right, first, this question is just for Anthony Pettis. My friend Morgan wants to know, sorry, I'm pulled up. He wants to know if you'll knock Gil out with a kick or a punch.
Most likely a kick. I'm due for a head kick knockout. It's been a while, and Melendez has been talking a lot, so I'm excited for December 6th.
All right, thank you, that's all. Thanks.
Was Joe Lozon your last head kick knockout?
Lozon, last
All right.
Cerrone was a body kick.
Yeah. All right.
Happy birthday, Megan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, this first question is for Uriah. I know you used to be the WEC champ, and of course, being the UFC champ is your ultimate dream. But if you never achieved that goal, would you consider your career incomplete?
No, I'm not really. Yeah, I don't really think like that. As far as goals go, it's always to be the best. But I do this sport because I love it, and I know what the WC belt meant. It was extension of the UFC at the time. We didn't have the weight class, so we've only had the weight class in the UFC for 3 years. But yeah, I'd still like to get my hands on that belt.
Hey, we love you too, bro. And this question is for Anthony. So regardless of the outcome between Aldo and Chad, do you still want to fight Aldo?
Yeah, that fight's gonna happen, man. I mean, I think if Chad beats Aldo moves to 55, and vice versa. I don't see it happening. I think Mendes can take it, but if vice versa happens, Aldo needs somebody to fight. I'm here.
All right, thank you, guys.
I actually want to ask you a question, Anthony. I know you were training with Chad Mendes this morning.
Yeah.
So how do you see that fight going down? Obviously, you have a little more work with Chad than you have with Aldo, but what do you think?
Chad's a completely different fighter than he was when he fought Aldo the first time. Definitely got better with the striking. His wrestling's still there, so it's all about game plan. I mean, when you fight at this level, it's all about what's a better game plan and what's a better night. We're pretty much evenly matched across the board. We have the access to the same coaches, to the same training. It's who can perform better that night, who has a better game plan. So that's going to be a fun fight to watch. I'm excited.
Yeah, it definitely is. Rio de Janeiro. Uriah, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I fought Jose Aldo, and I fight Chad Mendes all the time, and both of them are beasts, man. I mean, two of the most athletic guys I've ever put my hands on, both explosive and dangerous. So I think the difference will be, Chad's grappling. Aldo's got that, the leg kicks that are kind of his superpower, and I feel like Chad's unstoppable takedown is his superpower. So, I think when it comes to that, Chad's going to have the ability to dictate where the fight goes, and that's going to be the difference.
Yeah, wrestling seems to always rule. Huh.
Well, I wouldn't say always. We got this guy. He knows his wrestling, but I mean,
does.
he's got
You have
kicks
to know
that
it.
are
You have to
dangerous
know
too.
All right, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Megan.
Thank you. You guys are so nice.
How did everyone know it was Megan's birthday?
I don't know.
He said that kind of
Ed
nice.
Reed told us.
Oh, that's nice.
I just want to say thank you to the fighters for coming out and answering our questions.
No problem.
My first question is for the champ, Showtime Pettis. I know while filming The Ultimate Fighter, you and Gil didn't have a beef, but his assistant coach, Nate Diaz, Gil said in an interview that Nate Diaz would have fought you during the filming of the show at the drop of a dime. And I'm wondering if there's still bad blood there and if you still want to kick his ass.
Yeah, I definitely want to kick his ass. I mean, anybody in my weight class, I want to kick their ass. But, man, he had his chance. I was on the show with him for 7 weeks. I seen him every day. He didn't say anything. So once the show's over and you want to talk afterwards, it doesn't matter. He had 7 weeks to say something. He didn't say anything, so that's what it is.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
Was there ever any altercations between you and Gil? Did you even get in each other's faces, or was it calm?
No, we squared off like regular fighting. Gil's like a real calm dude. That's not going to stop me from whooping his ass, but I mean, he's like one of them dudes that doesn't try to talk too much, So, I mean, for me, it's just proving that I'm the best in the world. He's been talking that he's #1. Diaz said he's #2, so I got to set these guys up.
Excellent. All right, go ahead. Oh, torque shirt. There you go.
There he is. Good sharp.
My question's for Uriah. It's not about the belt. I want to know whose butt you're going to kick first, Barrow's or Cruz's, because both of those losses were bunk, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Those are both fights that I want, and you know, Barrow has a legitimate win over me the first time. You know, he broke my rib in the first round, and then we had a 5-round war. The second one was a little bit bunk, like you said.
Bunk.
Yeah, I was definitely ready to fight some more, but you never know with these guys. You never know what's going to happen. I was ready to fight Cruz. He's been out for 3 years. There's still some beef there. Hopefully he comes out and shows that he's still got it, so I can get a chance to put one on his chin again. Mike Brown, I don't know what's up with Mike Brown. Yeah, it was rough.
Frankie Edgar. All
Be a
right.
good one. I like it.
Biggie versus
Like
Tupac.
Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah. It's their walkouts, right? Perfect. How do you see this Cruz Mizugaki fight going down? You fought Mizugaki in the WC.
You know, the thing with Mizugaki, and when I fought him especially, I'm aware that he can take a really, a lot of abuse. He can take a big punch, and he's pretty straightforward. He likes to get in and just do some boxing. I think that's a perfect matchup for Cruz. Cruz is really elusive. I'm not saying he doesn't have power. Maybe he's choosing not to use it. But the guy's good at being elusive, scoring a lot of points and being active. And I think that's probably a bad matchup for Mizugaki. So I'm assuming it's going to be a decision for Cruz.
Do you think Dominic will be the same fighter that we saw over 2 years ago?
I think so. The one thing you can say about Dominic is that he's got that champion mentality. You can't take that out of someone. Winning a championship and being a world-class fighter is not in your knee, it's not in your elbow, it's in your mind, and he definitely has that part down pat. So I'm expecting to see a guy that's probably a little bit different depending on what his body's like, but I feel like we're going to see a top-notch version of him.
That's UFC 178 in Las Vegas next month. I know you're
I'm
gonna buy
looking
that
forward to
pay-per-view
it too, yeah. Although, I got to say, I'm a fan of Mizugaki, and he rocks torque as well. So he's the man.
There you go. Go ahead.
How's it going? I got a couple questions for Anthony Pettis. First one is, how's it feel to be the first fighter to be on a Wheaties box? As far as MMA, and not only that, but what kind of doors do you think this is going to open for the future as far as MMA goes and UFC and etc.?
First of all, I didn't win yet, so I need you guys to vote. Make sure
Yeah, everyone get on and vote for our boy, man. To get behind MMA.
But yeah, it's amazing, man. I mean, the Wheaties things is it's like an iconic brand. I mean, it's something that's been around for a long time. Muhammad Ali's been on a box. Michael Jordan's been on a box. I mean, to be on a box that they've been on, or even to be associated with that, the sport's growing. It's showing MMA's out there. We're growing. We're getting bigger, and it's going to open doors for everybody, not just myself, for all the other fighters to come. So this is one step in the right direction for MMA.
Right on. But I think it's a wrap. I think you got it already.
I think so too.
Yeah,
keep
Hey,
voting.
don't stop
keep
voting,
voting.
though.
Keep
But
voting.
don't stop voting.
Every day.
Exactly. And my other question is, do you think losing your father fuels your fire? My daughter lost her mother a couple years ago, and
Sorry to hear that, man.
yeah, I know, yeah, but do you think it fuels you?
Now, you know what? Honestly, that definitely changed me. I had to grow up at a young age. I was 16, man, so I had a lot to. It's not really shoes to fill, but I had a younger brother. I had two heroes, my mom and my dad, and my dad's gone, and my mom's broken down, so I had to grow up at a young age, and I don't use that as fuel to fight. I mean, I fight with passion that I have from just being competitive, but making my mom proud as well makes me go harder. And I have a daughter now too, so I know how it is, man. So. My fuel isn't from my dad's loss. It's more of making my mom proud.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, bro.
She's got to be proud. 2 sons in the UFC.
She still
Once a
asks me when I'm going to
champion?
get a real job.
That's same with my mom.
Go ahead.
It's my birthday too.
Birthday buddy. And
I
Michael
just,
Jackson.
I just
Brandon.
flew in
Guys
from
are
Minnesota.
twins.
And Anthony, you are God up in the Midwest.
Yeah, man.
Us
Midwest.
Minnesota boys
Soda.
love you.
What's up, man?
I've seen
That's
you
what's up.
fight 5 times in person. And I've seen your Cerrone fight. He's getting a lot better. I think him and Eddie Alvarez's fight, is that the #1 contender next? The winner of that?
Yeah, I mean that's close, man. Cerrone's been on a roll. I mean he's been killing it. He's one of them guys that stays busy. He fights anybody, anywhere, anytime. I love that about him. Alvarez coming over, it kind of makes sense. So I mean Henderson losing definitely shook the division up a little bit. So either Dos Anjos or the winner of them two.
All right. Nice to meet you guys.
Thanks, bro.
Did you expect Benson to lose that fight?
I didn't know, honestly. I mean, Benson's one of them guys that grinds out decisions over everybody. Dos Anjos looking a lot better, so I didn't really know what to call in that fight.
You think
Yeah, I
that
thought
was
so
an
too.
early
I thought so was early stoppage.
Hey guys, Megan and Faber, you guys are awesome to talk to every time I see you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Pettis, you're at about a year right now from your fight. I have another question, but beforehand, how do you feel right now? It's been a year. You still have a few months left. Is it bothering you a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, the most thing that bothers me is seeing my division like evolve. You know, seeing all these guys fight. Everybody forgets what I did. I mean, my last 3 fights were 8 minutes long, combined 8 minutes long. So I think I want to get back out there and show everybody why I'm the champ. So that's the most thing that bothers me. But the time off was good, man. I have a daughter. I have other things going on outside of the cage and other injuries that I had to heal. So coming back fresh and making sure I'm ready to do what I have to do when it comes time to fight.
Right on. And as far as the whole Wheaties thing, I've been checking every day. You're in the lead. Stay in the lead. I was wondering if, as a little breakdown, as quickly as you can, if you could tell the crowd how they could still, get in, vote,
Did
Yeah,
our
we're
PR
actually doing
team
it.
put you here? Are you
No,
from
no, no.
marketing?
We're
Nice
actually going
work.
to be doing it right after here. I'll be right after the Q&A. We're all going to be out there with the Wheaties teams here, sign you guys all up. You guys can vote and help get me on this box and make sure MMA gets the shine it deserves.
Thank you guys.
Go
Yeah,
TJ!
MapMyFitness.com. You can actually backlog all your workouts. You do 2 30-minute workouts a day, and you can go all the way back. So I think it's a total of 160 workouts. Is that what it is?
Right now it should be 120.
120?
Today,
Yeah, so
120.
you can backlog. So sign up now. It's free. It doesn't take any time at all. You don't even have to actually do the workout. You can pretend. Anyway, next.
This question is for Uriah. Uriah, you've had such an incredible career, being the world champion, continuing it on, and being a great leader in the gym as well. My son, he's really getting into athletics as well, set some records at school, going to come back to Ultimate Fitness. I talked to my son about, besides the physical part, the mental aspect. Can you share with all of us just what it takes to be a champion? I call it the heart of the lion, but can you talk a little bit about the mental game?
Yeah, this is something that we go over almost every day in practice, and a lot of people overlook it. And I think it's one of the reasons why we've been able to have a lot of success from a lot of different guys on our team. And it's about understanding that it's more than just putting in the physical. It's about building that confidence, and you build confidence through regimen and through being consistent and persistent, and understanding that. It's a long road. Every little hiccup that you hit is not necessarily, the end play. So, for our team, I'm always talking to the guys about the bigger picture and understanding that until you quit, you have another chance. You have another opportunity to improve, and that's kind of what does it. You get that confidence, and having dads like you that are pumping their kids up and giving them love and
John,
support.
get a picture of the
big
screen
deal.
for me, man.
Yeah. So, the biggest thing is just continuing on the path and not letting anything stop you and believing that you can.
Thank you.
You got it. Good luck to you guys.
I just want to say, give a shout out to the Fight Club. Thank you for bringing the fighters over here. We can ask them questions. My question is for Uriah. Now that Bang, he's not going to be the head coach anymore. Is there any fighters or coaches maybe you're thinking about bringing into the gym?
Yeah, this is something that's been ongoing. It's a slow process because this is a big deal to have a new coach come in, and we've had a lot of great influences throughout the years, and Bang's been big. He's going back to Colorado. I'm sure he'll still be here in and out of the gym, but Martin Campman is actually coming in on the 14th. He's been over in Europe doing seminars and visiting his family. And then we're also going to be trying to bring Sean Yarbrough in, who's a high-level kickboxer and one of the best mitt men out there as well. So the goal for our team, because we have 40-some-odd guys, I think we have seven current UFC fighters and probably half a dozen to a dozen that are right on the brink of being on the highest level, is have a lot of coaches in-house. So I think Campman's going to step in. We still have Justin Buckles and Fabio and Dustin Akbari, and like I said, Dwayne probably show up here and there. He's got to do his thing in Colorado, but we got a bunch of stuff going on. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Faber, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
All right. Next fight. When is it?
That's a good question. I was supposed to fight in Japan, and I pulled out of that one, so I'm just waiting for the next assignment. Hopefully in December. I know Pettis has a huge fight coming up. I'd like to maybe get on that card,
December 6th.
back up the champ over here and being out there in Las Vegas. So
Got that trip booked already.
yeah, nice. Well, good.
Question for Pettis. Have you ever trained with Bang?
No, I never have actually. I've seen him coach. I've been to the gym while he was coaching, but no, I haven't trained with him.
All right. Cool. Have a good weekend, you guys.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Even though you two aren't on the same team, you're not teammates, you work out like your teammates, you get along like your teammates. How long have you guys been friends?
Man, the story with me and Uriah goes way back. Like when I was just coming into the WC, I liked the way he did everything, man. The way he walked, the way he talked. I was a fan. I was a big fan of Uriah Faber. He came to Milwaukee one time, and they were doing something for Pepsi, I think, right?
Yeah.
I had a sports bar just opened up, and I bought them all in for an autograph signing. And that's when I met Mike and Jeff, the whole MMA Inc. family, and I signed up with these guys. Ever since, he's been like a mentor to me, man. So I really appreciate this guy. Helped me out to get where I'm at for sure. I mean, without his guidance, I don't think I'd be exactly where I'm at.
Well, thank you.
High praise.
That means a lot, yeah.
Definitely.
And I'll tell you, a champion mentality is being humble, and I've been that way. I've learned a lot from other fighters. I learned a lot from all these guys. Duke Rufus is the coach. We've learned a lot from him as well. So, there are times where you have to have our teammates fight each other, but we've got a lot of mutual respect and always trying to help each other, raise to greatness.
Go ahead.
Hi guys, thank you very much for coming out. In light of Megan's last question, you guys are two of the top fighters in your respective weight divisions. Faber, you have fought at 155. Would you guys be open to fighting each other?
I don't want to fight this
awkward.
guy. You kidding me? A flying somersault helicopter kick to the head. I'm cool, man. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a 35-pounder. He's a 55-pounder.
Two weight classes.
10 extra pounds for Anthony.
Yeah, but you
Meet
fought
in
at
the middle
55, right?
still.
I did. I fought my first 2 fights at 55, but that
Weighed
was
like
back
what?
in
How
the
much?
Wild West of mixed
Yeah.
martial arts. And I was fighting in an Indian casino, bunch of toothless people in the crowd spilling beer on each other.
Were you guys there?
I'm all good. I'm gonna stay in my weight class.
Fair enough.
But we've had some good goes.
Yeah, we train all the time, man.
Yeah, we did some sparring in Vegas not too long ago, and I've gone out there and done some grappling with these guys. So
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, his
yeah,
gym.
10 o'clock
sparring.
a.m. That's right.
That's a free show.
Could you do a fan a favor? Would it be possible for you guys to do a quick face-off? If you guys
Sure.
were ever to...
All right,
Should I
ready?
be in the middle? Just
That's a
in
good
case
idea.
it's
Yes,
rough?
keep it safe. Keep it safe.
Yeah. Don't
Some
have any
John Jones, Cormier.
Yes.
I'm the muscle. It's
Yes.
fine.
Taking pictures.
I can't. Let's be over here. My Harley.
Oh, snap. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
My question's for Pettis. I first saw you on MTV's World of Janks. Could you tell us a little about that and how it changed your life?
Yeah, man, doing the World of Janks, that was actually coming off a loss in WC, my first loss ever, Bart Pelishevsky, which really wasn't a loss, but let's say it's a loss. The MTV was trying to find a fighter, the up-and-coming fighter, to to show the world of MMA. I had a lot of opportunities like this, and I think they liked my story of where I came from and how I got to where I'm at and the position that I was in at the time. So they spent 10 days with me, followed me around everywhere, and just got the, and they were like a fly on the wall. Like I didn't even realize they were there. Besides Janks, like the rest of the camera crew was like, it was just actual, whatever happened, that's what they put on the show. So they just showed the road to a fight. I mean, from weight cutting to getting ready for the fight, the family aspect, that fight itself, and they put it into an awesome TV show, and it turned out really well.
Cool. And Uriah, where's the Uriah Faber role at the Mikuni Sushi?
Man, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to food, man. We're trying to perfect it at the moment. We got the TJ Dillashaw, the Chad Mendes. I think we have
No master thong roll?
Yeah, money roll's good though. The money roll's good.
Yeah, so I'm working on mine. I've been critiquing it. So we've had a couple different. The first one that came out with had some gold flakes, but that's a little too flashy for me.
All right, thank you guys.
You need to get the citrus blossom whenever you're at
That's true, yeah.
Flashy what?
That's the one.
Hey, I just wanted to say what's up, Uriah. I'm at a Sacramento UFC gym.
Nice.
I love what you guys do over there. I definitely want to come in and do a drop-in sometime. I'm under Marcus Reeves, and I train at Waza as well. And I just want to say I respect what you guys do, man.
Well, thanks, man. I'm in support of everyone in Sacktown, and
Yes, sir.
especially mixed martial artists and the fans out here. And yeah, we'd love to have you. Come stop by, 1705 I Street.
All right,
yeah,
brother.
check
Thank
it
you,
out,
man.
Yeah.
Maybe go tomorrow morning and watch these guys spar, right?
Yeah.
I'm a little sore right now. All right.
Is it weird to have a Sacramento card that you're not fighting on?
A little bit. I mean, the truth is, whether I'm fighting here or not fighting here, they have me doing a lot of PR, a lot of work to, get the awareness out there, and I like that. So I still feel, like I'm involved, and so it's not that weird. But I would like to go out. I'm always, I'm like the guy who, watches a fight and feels like he needs to jump in, that kind of deal. So it's going to be a little weird, but I'll make do.
Hello, go ahead.
Hi, this question's for Anthony Pettis. For your next fight, do you think you're going to invent any new moves like the Showtime kick?
Yeah, I don't really invent new moves. They kind of just happen. I mean, I do them in the gym, and I come from a Taekwondo background. And the Showtime kick comes from, I was on a demo team, and I used to jump off walls and break boards. And that's how I just played around with that kick. Me and my little brother, Sergio, just sparring, playing around. But I have a lot of moves that no one's seen yet in the octagon. And if I see the opportunity, or if he can last long enough for me to throw one of them, we'll see one.
Hey,
Thank you.
Did you guys see have you seen the World Star, the website? Yes. You see those little kids do the Showtime kick? Did you see that?
Yeah. World
Yeah,
Star,
this guy's
that's my
changing
favorite
bullies
website.
all over the world, man.
You're gonna teach your daughter that?
These two kids, they're foreigners, but they got in each
daughter's
other's
bad.
face, and the little kid walked away and came off the side. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is a question for both fighters. Do you guys get more motivated for a fight when your opponents trash talk?
I'd like to say that I don't, but I think I do. I'm like, I'd go in and fight the same every time, but there's a little more animosity, a little more, hair standing up on your neck when you're fighting someone you don't like. And, not that I won't put it all out there when I'm fighting no matter what, but I feel like it helps just a little bit. And not necessarily trash talk, because trash talk's one thing. It's just, whether it really gets under your skin or whether you really dislike the guy is a different thing. And it's only happened for me a couple times, and I like that little edge. Yeah. Guys, I'll give you one guess. Top guy. That's right.
Yeah, for me, I don't really think it motivates me anymore. I'm already motivated to fight, but there's definitely a satisfaction when I'm walking away and on the ground, and that feels good.
Nice. And can I get your picks for the main event tomorrow night?
Great question.
I'm going TJ. I think he has developed a lot. I mean, his performance, the way he had the last fight, and he didn't have any answers for it, man. So if he can avoid the low kicks and use that boxing like he did and mix in the takedowns, he should do well.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with TJ, and he's got the right recipe, especially against Barral. Barral's a kind of a big guy for the weight class, and he does some pretty consistent things, and TJ's all over the board, but he's got a lot of power and danger. And we never even got to see TJ's grappling. That's one of his strongest suits. So I'm going with the champ.
Thanks, guys.
What do you think of the quick turnaround? Because they fought at the end of May, and now we're at the end of August, and they're about to fight tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it makes much sense. You never want to take anything away from a guy like Barral. That's a guy that's earned everything he gets. So whatever opportunities he gets, more power to him. I thought it was kind of weird though. It was a quick turnaround. I feel like if I were Barral, I'd want a little more time to recuperate. I know it's a big weight cut for him as well, and that takes a toll on your body. So, going right into recover your head, recover your psyche and your confidence, and recover your body after a heavy weight cut, that's a lot to ask. So, I get wanting to get back in there and get what's yours, or whatever that mentality. But I don't think it's the smartest decision. And TJ, he's the guy who will take all comers. So I like that.
Yeah, I just think where Barral was located on the pound-for-pound ranking, you can't take that away. His performances in his last couple fights were amazing. He was looking like unbeatable. And then you get TJ come in there and stop that train. So I think it's right to give him a chance back at it.
Yeah, would you have preferred more time?
No, I'm being the champ. It's once you have that belt, you have this chip on your shoulder that you need it back. It's a good feeling to have, and you don't want to lose it.
Go ahead.
question is for Anthony. I want to get a picture, but I want to know
No
how
shame.
it feels to be the most handsome person in UFC ever.
Dang. I'm blessed right now. Me and Uriah's standing right here. I'm like, dang.
Dude, I want to know.
It's a matter of taste, I guess, but yeah, okay, it's all right.
I guess it feels
Ever.
good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well,
You get picked
seriously,
up.
how does it feel?
Feels good.
Be honest how it
Feels
feels.
good.
He knows.
Thank my mom and dad for that one.
And I want to know when you're coming back to Portland, Oregon. It's been since 102.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see what's on the schedule. They got me busy. I mean, they have me going to New York next week, doing the tough stuff. So I mean, and then I gotta train for a fight. So hopefully I can get there after the fight.
I'm getting a picture, right?
Got you, sir.
I don't know how that works, so maybe just wait and we'll work that out. I have no idea.
Thanks.
Oh, hello. We have two people asking a question now.
Hello.
So cute.
Hi. So last time, Anthony, that you were, at least that I know that you were in Sacramento, I was pregnant and I asked you to sign my baby. And this is her now.
That was what, 8 months ago. How old is she then?
She's 10 months now.
Did you name her Anthonyette?
No. But on that note, what is the weirdest thing that both of you has experienced while meeting a fan?
Oh boy.
Man, I had like a 60-year-old chick pull her boobs out. That was kind of nasty. No shame in her game.
I had this girl had asked for my signature on her leg, and then she went and got it tattooed. And I scribbled it on. I felt bad. It was like scribbled on signature. She went back and got it tattooed. So somewhere there's a girl walking around with my signature on her leg.
Wow, that's
A bad signature too at that. Huh?
Bad one.
Maybe your lady wanted to join No Shirt Nation.
Hey, she was in it to win it. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
And
She had confidence.
Just one last thing. My fiance is like your biggest fan, Anthony, and of course he loves Uriah, but he is like your biggest fan. He's sitting right over there. He came up and asked a question already, but his name is Jorge Gonzalez, and I just wanted to put that out there. He's like your biggest fan
Where's he
ever.
at?
Raise your hand, George.
Where? Oh, what's up, bro?
There he is.
Thank
He
you, bro.
introduced
Appreciate
me.
it, man.
He introduced me to the sport, and I'm like in love with it now, thanks to him.
Thank you
So-
for spreading the word, man. Appreciate the support, for real.
And your daughter will be, I'm guessing, too, right?
Yes, she watches the fights all the time.
Mike Campbell, damn, man, that's the first one. That's great.
Awesome.
All right,
Oh,
thank
yeah?
you.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the support.
That's so cool. Generations of UFC fans.
This is a question for both fighters. Ideally, what's your dream fight and with who, or where at?
Man, it seems like UFC does all the dream fights. So, I'd like to fight Cruz again. I'd like to fight Barao again. I'd like to fight Kid Yamamoto. Those are all guys that I've thought of. There's been talks of the Frankie Edgar fight for me. But I like the fights that are a big deal. And the UFC seems to put those together. So I'll just sit here patiently and make sure I'm healed up and ready to scrap. And where? I'd probably like to fight Kid Yamamoto in Japan. I like to fight everyone else here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I want to fight Melendez for sure. It's been a while since this fight's been talked about. It's been pushed back with the TV show. So Melendez is my number one fight right now. After that, Jose Aldo, Diaz, Khabib, whatever his name is. Him too, man. That guy. Him too. What's that? I'm not afraid of him though. Yeah.
Are you trying to start a fight?
Hey, I'm about to go over there by this guy right now.
He's got a singlet on. Watch out, Pettis.
Yeah, right. There were rumblings of a Kid Yamamoto fight, Uriah.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, and that's a fight. I don't know, at where people tuned into the MMA world, but when I was first starting, Kid Yamamoto was a superstar over in Japan, and that's who I kept calling out. I was with my WC belt, and I'm like, "Kid, where you at?" And that's a fight that folks have wanted to see for a long time. I remember comparing YouTube hits, and he had like 250,000. I had like 3,000. I'm like, I need to mess this dude up, man.
Hey, Uriah, I know
on TV interviews, you said that if the money was right, that you would actually fight TJ for the title. But I don't believe that. So can you like give me some insight into how it feels to see a teammate win and know that that was the dream that you always wanted to achieve for yourself, but at the same time being happy that you saw a friend achieve his dream? Can you explain about how that feels?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I never said that about the money thing. I don't really feel like
UFC tonight. If the money was right,
There's a setup there. I think
maybe TJ said that.
Oh yeah, it probably was TJ then.
Yeah, but if TJ asked me as a favor to him because the money was right to fight him, I'd be like, all right, man, let's do it. But I don't want to do that fight. But I would do if TJ asked me as a favor because we were going to get paid, I would do it. But to answer your question, I don't know if you guys know the history of mine and TJ's relationship, but I recruited him when he was a high school senior, and I was a coach in 2003. Talked to him on the phone, talked to his dad, watched him, competing. And then when he came to the gym, he lived on the block with me, my block of houses. He lived in my house with me. The first 2 months he was in the camp, he snuck in the back here in Sacramento and walked out, was on the AMP commercial with me when I fought Rafael Sunsao. He cornered me against Barao. So, I mean, you guys can imagine there's all the hype going on, but we probably fought each other more than anyone else. Maybe me and Joseph, me and TJ and Chad have beat the crap out of each other so much. So, in a real situation, I wouldn't want to have that happen. But the pride that you get from being a part of someone else's success is huge. And I feel like, that's part of the reason I want to build a team and be parts of guys that aren't even on my team, their success as well, is because, it means a lot to be bigger than yourself. And I've done my thing, and I'm going to continue to do my thing, but I feel like I have some influence out there, so it feels great.
So what if he cleans out the division and all that's left is we'll put you to the side, but him and Holdsworth, like who's going to corner who?
I'm not going to corner either of them, but I'll tell you what, that's probably going to happen because Holdsworth is a beast, man. And Pettis, I
just trained with him today.
Yeah.
Holdsworth's good, man.
That guy, he's good. So we got another group of guys in the gym. There's probably about 4 guys at the same weight class that are putting it on each other every day, at every weight class. So we're gonna have to cross that bridge when it gets there. If it's the right decision at the time, we'll make that decision.
Go ahead.
I used to go to your gym when I was 9. Do I have to do adult classes now, or are there still kid classes?
I see a little mustache going over there. I think you have to.
How old are
that
you?
little mustache. I think
13.
that's a little mustache. Yeah, you're gonna have to get in with the adults at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, you came in at 9. Get back in. We've got guys: Joseph Morales, Angelo Trevino, Solomon Admahar. These are all guys, Eric Sanchez. These are guys that started with me when they were 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Eric Sanchez when he's 18 years old. And they're some of our top training partners ready to be pros. So it's a long journey. So come back in. We'd love to have you.
Thanks.
Yeah, keep the stash, bro.
Oh, you're back. Hello.
Hi. This question's for both fighters. Who, in your opinion, hits the hardest?
My mom. Sure. She's the one that hits me and makes me cry.
And, you mean out of all the people, all the
Great
people we
answer.
fought?
Yeah.
Let me see. The hardest I've ever actually been hit. See, it's weird getting hit because there could be like a real heavy punch that doesn't hit you in the right spot. And there could be a little one that hits you right in the right spot. The hardest I've ever been hit was when I did like a flying, jumping desperation punch against Tyson Griffin out in a parking lot at an Indian casino back in like 2005. And I was fighting for a Gladiator Challenge. Earlier in the fight, we were just talking about this. I slammed him and hit my head on a big piece of metal and got 7 staples in my head after the fight. But I like hung myself up on a straight right from him, and he's fought 55s in the UFC and 45s, so that was probably the heaviest I've ever been hit.
Yeah, I would say Shane Roller, and I wouldn't say the hardest. He just got me with a front kick. I didn't expect it, and kind of didn't rock me, but it was just weird because I didn't think he was
Shane
gonna throw a
Roller
front
got
kick.
with you the front kick?
Push front kick to the face.
It's the irony in that.
Swerved it.
This question is for Megan.
Oh,
I was
boy.
just wondering when Joseph Benavides is going to pop the question.
Do you have a question for these guys?
I think she might pop the question to Joseph.
Appreciate it, but questions for these guys.
I just think you guys are a cute couple, and I just want to congratulate you.
Hey, Joseph's the man.
Yeah, for sure.
That guy's the man. And so's Megan.
I'm the
She's
man
all
as
right,
well.
too.
So, I don't know if you guys know, but it's all over Twitter that Hannah Burrell didn't show up. And, like, is this true?
We've been here with you.
We have no idea. We've been up here. I mean, there's journalists sitting right there, so if anything, they would know.
What happened?
We've obviously been up here, and we were backstage for like 20 minutes beforehand, not really talking to anybody, so.
He didn't show up?
He didn't show up with Bert?
Or he passed out and they're looking for somebody to replace
Oh, you're right.
Hennon for TJ?
How much you weigh?
Way too much.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Is this, we have some journalists right here. This is
true?
Oh boy.
Huh.
All right.
Sounds like you passed it. That's news to us.
So maybe you will fight tomorrow?
No, I
Uriah?
will not fight tomorrow. I'll be fighting Pettis at 10 a.m., unfortunately.
Yikes.
Well, you know what? I actually do have a legitimate question. I
Okay.
just was wondering about that.
Thank
People
you
were
for
telling
that.
me.
Appreciate it.
But you know, because Anthony Pettis, you got to host, which will undoubtedly be my favorite season of Tough,
Yeah.
aside from season 18 with Rhonda. And so I wanted to find out, what was the criteria that you had in your mind when you decided to choose who was going to be on your team? And if you could just do this for me, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to wink if Felice Herrig is on your team, because I need to know whose jersey to buy. Between you and I.
Wink or blink? Because he's about
Wink
to
or blink, do something.
Nah, my criteria for the show was, for me, picking my team was coachable ladies. I mean, I wanted to see who wanted to be on my team, obviously, and I wanted them to have fun doing it. So if they didn't want to be on my team, I asked the question, do you want to be on Team Pettis? If they were hesitant, if they didn't know what they wanted to do, then most likely I didn't pick them. But also, we got to see them, their training a little bit. I knew a lot of ladies from watching them fight, so I kind of had an idea who I wanted on my team.
Okay.
And it went well. Let's put it like that.
All right, so Felice.
I don't know. Well, we have to watch the show.
gotta
September
watch.
10th.
You're gonna want to buy
September
both
10th.
jerseys. The gear from
I
this
already
season
know.
of Tough is awesome. I actually asked. We don't really get gear, but I asked to have some of the Ultimate Fighter clothes because
Mine, right?
It's so cute.
both.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
No, they were
Yeah,
good.
the girls were outfitted. Love
Yeah.
it.
So good deal. Thanks.
Thank you.
Right.
So, guys, I actually have a question for you. We don't have a lot of time left, but since nobody else is at the microphone, I enjoy asking this question. I just asked TJ Dillashaw, and it was the most awkward answer I have ever gotten. We do this little game called Rapid Fire, and you can watch it on Fight Pass. And we asked a bunch of random questions. And I asked what was his most embarrassing fight moment or training moment, and he had a great story when he wrestled, and his dad came to the rescue in the stands. I'm sure you know this story.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm not going to repeat it because it's gross, so you can go to Fight Pass and watch. But do you guys have an embarrassing training or fight moment, like whether it was in practice or in an actual fight in front of a crowd?
Embarrassing.
I don't.
Is that because you don't get
being under
embarrassed?
Guido for 15 minutes was pretty embarrassing.
Was that?
Yeah, being under Guido. Got to drive home for 15 minutes. That was embarrassing.
That was an interesting fight. For me, let me see. I can remember a time I went to a wrestling class. I was a sophomore in high school, or like the summer before my sophomore year, and there was a girl who was wrestling at the college, and I swear she had a thing for me, even though I was a little kid, you know. I don't put it past her, but she kept wrestling, and she was better than I was, and she kept putting me in some weird situations, and like that was a little embarrassing for me at a moment.
What, like
you
north
know,
south?
just hitting puberty and all that good stuff, and she was trying to turn me on, so let's leave it at that.
Yeah, like the
It was a
Twitter
good
takeover.
experience.
Hit him with a north-south position.
Wow, interesting. Well, to see TJ's answer, you've got to watch because it has to do with a wrestling tournament, his dad, and a pair of underwear.
Yeah, I
It's
can
the most
imagine
awkward
that.
thing I've ever been told on camera. Yeah. So, but guys, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
today.
Hey, thanks for coming
Fight
out,
Club,
guys.
thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it.
And don't forget to vote for our boy here. We got to get
Matt My Fitness.
2 more days. Pettis on the Wheaties box,
Yeah.
man.
Go to
Make some history.
mattmyfitness.com. You can backlog all your workouts, 2 30-minute workouts a day. Head over to UFC Fight Pass and watch all the great content we've made for you surrounding UFC 177. And I know you'll all stay put because weigh-ins start at 4 p.m. Thanks, guys.
That's right. Hey, and if anybody wants to come out 8 o'clock tonight, we're gonna be playing some cards out at Stone's Casino right off of Antelope. It's gonna be fun. A bunch of folks will be out there. We'll just be having some good drinks and some food and playing some cards.
Excellent. All right.
Nice.
Thank
All right.
you.
Have
See you
everybody.
guys.
Thanks, guys.